So, welcome to your mat on the equinox here. Um, the light at the end of the day has been lovely, and equinox is a time to just think about, balance, and how your year is going and what things you can do to bring balance into your life. So, take a moment on your mat, close your eyes, just let your hands come onto your lap, whatever comfortable position feels good. Take a nice big breath in, and on your exhale, just let your forehead soften, let your shoulders relax, the jaw relax, and just come to an even count breath, just even in and out. And with each exhale, just let yourself soften a little. And as you're breathing, just bring to mind something that you can do today to bring more balance, to help you feel more balanced, stable, and grounded. And if you can't think of anything at the moment, maybe just continue to process that through your practice. And as you inhale, come forward. And as you exhale, round. And then inhale, come forward and circle one direction. And then reverse. And inhale, draw the arms up overhead, lengthening to the crown of the head. And exhale, come into a twist. Inhale and reach up. Exhale and twist. Inhale and reach. Exhale. Inhale up and exhale. Inhale up, exhale. Inhale up and exhale. Inhale up, exhale. Take one hand down, stretch long. Inhale up, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale up and exhale. Inhale up and exhale. And then come on over, swing your legs around and come onto your hands and knees. Finding your tabletop, inhale, lift the gaze, exhale, round in. Going at your own pace. If it feels good to speed it up a little, you can. Really draw the navel to the spine. And then on the next inhale, come to a neutral spine, tone the belly, lift the right leg and the left arm, turn the thumb up to the sky. Try to keep the hips level and just hold here. Just observing the constant effort of the body to course correct and keep the balance. Lower the hand down, come back to center, and lift the left leg and the right arm. Lowering that down. Tuck the toes and lift the hips high, coming into your first downward dog. Let the neck relax. Take a couple breaths here. Come back to that idea of what brings you balance, or what step you could take today to bring more balance to your life so you feel more grounded. And as you breathe here, a couple nice deep breaths, think about just the awesomeness of the whole cycle of the earth around the sun and the equinox and the solstices and that connection with nature that we have. And then bend the knees and walk the feet forward. Ground down the feet. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold, and inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, the heart center. Have the feet hip distance apart and parallel, and find your K27 points by drawing the fingers to the collarbones, dropping them down, and tapping here. Breathing in through the nose, exhaling out the mouth. Waking up all the energies, getting them moving in a forward, positive direction. The end of that exhale, shake it off. Bring one hand to the sternum, tapping here. Breathing into the nose, out the mouth again, waking up thymus, our immune system, and our heart chakra too, just kind of that center, imagining this tapping radiating out through our auric field. The end of that exhale, shake it off, bring the hands to the sides of the ribs. You can stay right at the spleen point, or you can kind of move all around. Use the points on the rib cage below the pectoral muscles of the breast, helping us assimilate all the things that enter us physically and energetically. And then at the end of that exhale, shake it off, and two fingers on the cheekbones. And as you do, soften the belly, soften the pelvic floor, let the legs settle in. Beginning point of the stomach meridian helps us to feel grounded and stable, which equates to feeling balanced. And then bring the fingers tapping all around the eye socket, over the eyebrow, and back down around again. And then just pause for a moment, connect in with the sensations in the body, maybe even close the eyes. And then open the eyes and come to tapping. Same hand to same knee as you march. And then brush it off and cross it over. And then shake it off. Bring the hands in front of the pubic bone. Stand up tall and set the intention to make your personal balance a priority today and as you move forward into the spring. Inhale, draw the hands up the body, and exhale, spread it out. Inhale up, exhale. Zipping up that intention up through the chakras, spreading it out into your aura, and bringing one finger on the belly button, one on the third eye. Gently press in, slightly up. 3 breaths here. Hooking up that intention and energy between the central and governing mind. Release the hands down, and then have the feet separated. Make sure they're hip distance apart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, sit back to Utkatasana. Inhale, reach up. Right hand comes up, left hand comes down. Inhale to center. Exhale. Inhale. Heaven touching earth. Imagine being that conduit between the earth energy and the cosmos. Acknowledging our connection to nature. And then hold here. Tone the belly, lengthen the tailbone, breathing. And then as you inhale, press into the left leg, raise the right leg, hold here, spread the fingers, breathing, finding your balance. See if you can then bring that leg around, the arms out to the side, leveling into warrior 3. Turning the hips down, leveling them. One more breath. And then set the foot down. Come into your high lunge, reaching up high. Spread the fingers, press through the back heel, draw the shoulders from the ears. Lift your gaze. Raise your cheekbones, bring a smile to your face. Exhale, come into a twist. And with each exhale, gently just explore, where can you open into the twist, keeping the feet and the knees in alignment, lengthening through the crown of the head on each inhale. Inhale, reach up. Ground down that left foot again. See if you can step it forward back into your 5-pointed star. Holding here. Lower the foot down. Have the feet hip distance apart and parallel. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, sit back as you lower the arms. Inhale up. Keep the knees right behind the toes and right over the feet. And the energy, the weight is sitting back into the heels. One more time, and then press into the right heel. Come up and lift the left leg off the mat, holding. Let yourself feel grounded into that right foot. Spread the fingertips. Reach the arms high. Spread the toes of that left foot. And then bring the leg around really slowly. See if you can come leveling the torso to the mat. Bend the right knee and lower the left foot. Find your high lunge. Reach up, roll the shoulders down your back. Spread your fingers. Lift your gaze, lift through the heart center. Again, raise your cheekbones. Bring a smile to your face as you press through the back heel, but it's not going to touch. Lengthening that back leg. And then on the next exhale, come into a twist to the right, taking the left hand on the right knee, right hand on the hip. Slowly, with each exhale, just exploring the depth of the twist. Inhale, arms up. Press into the right foot. Slowly shift your weight forward and lift the left leg again, coming into your star. Lower that down. Take a moment, standing in your Tadasana, roll the shoulders down your back, palms forward, close the eyes. Feel both feet planted on the ground. Soften the thighs, soften the belly. Feel that stable balance, but that strength within. Take a nice deep inhale, expanding the heart center and the rib cage. And a big exhale. Let it kind of imagine the energy going out through the feet, connecting with the earth energy. Then inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step the right leg back into a lunge. Keep the right hand on the mat or a block. Raise the left arm. Lengthen here. Lower the hand down and ground down the front foot and rise back up into your high lunge. Both arms come up. And then spin the back foot parallel to the back of the mat, finding your warrior. Roll the shoulders, lengthen through the spine, spreading the fingertips. Look out over your front fingers and just imagine what that is that you need to bring into your life to feel a little more balance or come back to. Maybe something that you've let slip in your life and that you really enjoy. Breathing into it, knowing that you can be a warrior for your own balance, for your own well-being, physically and energetically, emotionally. And then take the right hand on your back leg, reach the left arm up. Breathing here. Inhale, come up, straighten the front leg, reach out over that leg. Tilt the torso, find your triangle, expanding through the chest. Keeping the body in the same plane as the legs. And then bending the front knee, bring the hands down onto the mat. Step back to your downward dog. Take a big breath, breathing in. Feeling that expansion, nice big exhale. And then your next inhale, come forward to a plank, top of a push-up. Tone the belly here. Feel free to lower the knees if you like. Lift the right leg and just hold. Lower the foot and lower down onto the mat. Draw the shoulders back. Inhale, rise up, cobra. Hold here for a full round of breath. And then exhale, press back to downward dog. Inhale, lift your right leg, and exhale, step it forward. Inhale the left leg, exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, and inhale, arms up overhead. And exhale to heart center. Shift your weight into your right leg, turn the left knee out. Excuse me, either side is fine. Press into the mat, lengthen, tone the belly. Bring your leg off the mat, finding your tree pose, your Vrksasana, whichever high or low feels best for you. Grounding down here. Keeping the hands at heart center, letting yourself just feel nice and grounded and stable. And then inhale the arms up, shoulders down your back. And then take the hand with the leg up and lean into it. And see if you can let yourself arch over a little bit, bringing a little imbalance, but trying to hold the balance. And then raise the hand up. And then exhale, lower it down. Pause for a moment, just feel the difference between the right and left side of the body. And then inhale, arms up, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold, and inhale, step the left leg back. Keep the left hand on the mat, raise the right hand up. Observe the alignment from the back leg, the spine, and the crown of the head. See if you can keep them all in the same plane. And then lower the right hand down, ground down to the front foot, and rise up, high lunge. Shoulders down your back, spreading here, breathing. And then open up into your warrior, spinning the back foot. Check your alignment of your heel and toe. Heel and arch, and lengthen through the fingertips, spread them wide. Come back to looking over the fingers with a big smile. Again, just coming back into keeping your balance physically, emotionally, personally, in your own power. And then take your back hand on your leg, raise the right hand up, open across the collarbones. Nice big breath. Inhale up and straighten your front leg, reach forward as you shift the hips back, tilt into your triangle. Again, observe that plane of the body, having as if you're up against a wall. Bend your front knee, bring the hands down onto the mat, and step back to downward dog. Taking a couple nice breaths here. You can either stay still in the dog, really grounding down, or pedal out the feet, whatever feels best. And then inhale forward to a plank, tone the belly, and then lift the left leg if you can. Again, the right knee can come down onto the mat if you like, holding here for a moment. Lower the foot down, lower down onto the mat, tone the belly, draw the shoulders back, inhale, rise up, cobra, holding here, lengthening. Take another full round of breath. And then on your next exhale, press back to downward dog. Inhale, lift the left leg, and exhale, step it forward. Inhale the right leg, and exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. And inhale, arms up overhead. And exhale to heart center. Shift the weight into the right leg or whatever leg you didn't do the last time. Round down, lengthen up. And when you're ready, bring your foot up either to your calf or above the knee, finding your tree. Let yourself ground down here as you're lengthening through the crown of the head. Relax the low belly, see if you can let it settle down through the leg into the earth. And then reach the hands up, shoulders down your back, spread your fingers. And then keeping your focus on something in front of you, take the hand down that's towards the bent knee, reaching over, maybe letting your right hip is going to come out a little bit as you counterbalance. And then come back up and release down. Take another pause, really coming into your Tadasana, shoulders down your back. Let the legs soften, let the belly soften, close the eyes. Take some deep breaths into the heart center, just feeling that stability. And then inhale, arms up, exhale, forward fold. Inhale to a flat back, exhale, fold. Inhale, step the right leg back into a lunge. Exhale, step the left leg back, downward dog. Inhale, forward to a plank. Hold here and widen the feet. Let the heels come over to the right. Raise the left arm up. Holding here, lengthening. You can stay right here. You could lower the elbow or the knee. If you want a challenge, you can try to lift that top leg. Woo! And you can lift the top leg even if your knee is down or your elbow, your choice, but don't need to. Holding, breathing, toning the belly to hold the pose. Realizing that sometimes keeping balance is challenging. We have to really put the effort in. And then lower down, come back to center and exhale to the. Bring the hands to your sides, draw the thighs together, tone the belly, lengthen the tailbone, lift the head, shoulders, hands, feet off the mat, lengthening. Think of drawing the inner thighs in and up towards each other. Draw the shoulder blades a little more together. And then exhale, release, stack the hands, bring the forehead on the back of the hands, rock the hips back and forth. Take a breath. And then bring the hands under the shoulders and press back to your child's pose. Take a pause in your practice. Let the head come down onto the mat. Relax the arms. Take a few breaths. Feel them go expand through the whole back body from the shoulders all the way down to the sit bones. And then inhale to a tabletop. Tuck the toes, press back to downward dog. And then walk the feet forward. Ground down the feet. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. And inhale, trace up spleen. Bring the hands to the inside of the big toes, to the ankle bone, inner aspect of the legs, to the hip point, up over the armpit crease and down to the spleen point. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step the left leg back. And exhale, the right leg back, downward dog. Inhale forward to a plank and widen the feet. Let the heels turn to the left. You can keep the feet staggered. You can lower the elbow or the knee and raise up that right arm. Try to bring the body in the same plane so that instead, check if you're C curving forward. Try to keep the back of the head in line with the pelvis. Maybe you want to attempt to lift that top leg, that right leg, holding, staying with it, knowing that you're strong. And again, keeping balance sometimes takes our effort. It certainly takes our focus. And then bring the hand down, lower the foot if it's up, and exhale to the mat. Bring the arms out in front of you. Draw the legs towards each other, again, turning those inner thighs in up to the sky. And then inhale, lift hands, head, shoulders, feet off the mat. Breathing here. If it's more comfortable, you can draw the shoulders back or the elbows back. One more breath. Exhale, release, stack the hands. Bring the forehead onto the back of the hands. You can also turn the palm up to cradle the forehead, rock the hips out. Bring the hands under the shoulders and press back to child's pose. Take a couple nice big breaths into the back body. And then inhale, come up to your tabletop. Finding the tabletop, take your right foot and kickstand it out a little bit. Take the right hand, right knee, and left foot in line. Reach the arm long overhead here. Finding your balance, finding the groundedness, and then bring the left hand up over the shoulder. Turn a little bit to the side and lift the left leg. Press through the heel, finding the balance. You can hold right here, or if it's in your practice and you want to bend the knee and grab onto the foot, tone the belly, and press the foot back, you can do that. If that's not in your practice, just stay with the leg extended. You want to really tone the belly. Release that and bring the hand down onto the mat. Come back to center and inhale, lift the gaze. Exhale and round in. Inhale, lengthen up, looking up. Exhale and rounding. Flowing a few more times at your own pace. Inhale to neutral spine. Take the left foot, kickstand it out. Have the left hand, left knee, and right foot in line. Take the right hand overhead, lengthening long here. And then bring the right hand over the shoulder. Lift the right leg off the mat. Notice if you have the tendency to let the hips sink back. Try to keep them right over the knee. You can stay right here. If you want, you can bend the right knee and clasp the foot or the ankle and let that shoulder open in a variation of half moon on our knee instead of standing. And then release. Bring the hands and knee down onto the mat. Come back to your cat-cow. Take a breath in, look up, exhale, round. And then do some hip circles. Circle the hips down and around. And then reverse the direction. And then come to your tabletop and just swing the feet around. Come onto your bottom. And if you have a block or a stack of books nearby, or even just a pillow, grab that because we will use that in a moment. But should have cued that at the beginning class. Sorry about that. Sit tall, roll the shoulders down your back, bring the feet off the mat. Find your balance. Feel free to lengthen the legs or keep them bent. Holding here. Bend the knees, bring the soles of the feet together. Let yourself come forward. Take a breath. If your low back is bothering you, feel free to stay tall and just tilt the belly forward. Take one more nice deep inhale, and as you exhale, try to just really soften everything, letting things open. And then inhale and come up. And then come onto your back and find your block or your stack of books or pillow, whatever you have handy, and lift the hips and place it under the pelvis. And find a comfortable position. Bring the feet up and have the knees just slightly bent so that you can comfortably, you're not working hard. So you don't want the feet out here where you have to really engage the core. It's better to have them a little closer to you so that the feet are right over the hips. Take the first two fingers of each hand and draw them up the sides of the neck to right up where the spine comes into your skull, and massage there a little bit. And then draw the fingers down and out at about a 45-degree angle to the inside of the occipital lobes. So the occipital lobes are the little nubs at the base of your skull, and draw them just to the inside of that where it's a little softer. And let the elbows come back. Hold the pressure here for a moment, and then keep the contact, but release the pressure. Close the eyes. Come back to that intention of finding balance, finding your balance. Whatever it is you need to just bolster and strengthen that balance. And as you breathe, see if you can bring up a pulsing sensation in the fingers and these points we call the electrics. And see if you can get that pulsing to synchronize. If it's uncomfortable to keep the legs up, you can bend the knees and place the feet on the mat. We'll only be here a little longer. And press your fingers into those points, and then release them and draw them down your neck, sides of the body. Let the feet come down. If they're still extended, lift the hips and take the block out and bring it to the side. And then hug the knees into the chest. And then let the knees fold over to the right. Extend the left leg. And if you can reach the back of the left knee with your right hand, you can do that. And turn your gaze to the left. Come back to center, hug the knees into the chest, draw the chin up to the knees, and let the knees fold over to the left side. Extend the right leg. Take the right hand behind the left knee, if you can, and reach the right arm out to the right. Turn your gaze to the right. Come back to center, hug the knees into the chest, draw the chin up to the knees, and then lay yourself long on your mat. Take a big deep breath in and a big exhale out. Just let it go. Let yourself soften. And observe the body. Observe what feels balanced in the body at the present moment. Feel free to stay in Shavasana longer if you like, or take a deep breath, feeling the heart center. And bring the soles of the feet and the palms together and rub them, stimulating all 72,000 nerve endings and beginning and end points of the meridians. Either roll over to your side and slowly come up, or bring your hands behind the knees. Rock yourself up to sitting. As you come up to sitting on your mat, just bring your hands on your knees, take a breath, and let yourself settle in. Just feeling that balance, reminding yourself to come back to what brings you balance throughout your day. Bring your hands to heart center and gently bow the chin, honoring yourself for taking this time to take care of you. The light in me bows to the light in you. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. I hope you have a lovely day. And if you have a few minutes to stay for a short meditation with breath work, I invite you to find a comfortable seat on your mat. And we are going to, since it's equinox, come back to Nadi Sodhana, alternate nostril breathing. So if you can, take your first two fingers down and have your thumb and ring finger out, or you can just use the thumb and index finger. Turn the right hand towards you, and your thumb will plug the right nostril, and your other finger will plug the left nostril. So start by plugging the right nostril and take an inhale through the left. Pause and plug the left nostril, and then exhale out the right. Inhale through the right. Pause, plug the right side, and exhale out the left. Continue on that way, inhaling one side, exhaling the opposite, and then inhaling that side and exhaling opposite. So the side you exhale, you inhale on. And try to have the inhale and the exhale a similar count. Your eyes can either be closed or just slightly gazing down. Check that the jaw and the shoulders and the body's relaxed. Let the belly soften and the sit bones get heavy. Do one more round from left to right, right to left, and then just release your hands and just come back to normal breathing. As you release the technique, just bring your hands onto your knees, index the fingers and thumbs together. Let the breath return to an even pace. Let the belly soften. And just observe the balance in the body and the mind. And let this be a reminder that you can come back to this feeling by coming back to your breath. And to prioritize your balance, what you need to keep your inner and outer balance. Slowly flutter open the eyes. Bring a smile to your face and your hands to heart center. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.
That was perfect. Just what I needed.
I'm so glad to hear that.
Yeah, it was a slower